Hi! Today, I wanted to talk about my experience visiting the Chiikawa Mogumogu Honpo in Kawagoe. I went back in April, and I'm talking about it now, and everything that I bought. The Chiikawa Mogumogu Honpo in Kawagoe opened back in February 20th, 2025, and initially you actually needed a reservation to visit. In March, I finally decided that I wanted to visit, and I began applying. And it was actually announced on my birthday that I had won, like my birthday is March 30th, and it was actually announced on my birthday that I had won a reservation to visit in April. So it honestly felt like a little gift, like a birthday present, that I was going to the Chiikawa Mogumogu Honpo in Kawagoe. I was so excited. So anyway, I traveled to Kawagoe by myself on April 12th. I visited the shop and I had so much fun. It's so cute. And I planned on filming everything. Like I did, genuinely. This isn't like, oh, you didn't film it. Like I did. And I felt like I had filmed a lot. But when I was looking back, I was like, oh, I didn't film anything. And so I definitely want to go back. And it's actually nice because like immediately after my visit, they announced a lot of new items. And then recently as in now, they announced new items for the summer, like these fans that I really want. And then also, they have this dorayaki that I really want because I love snacking. My new dream, like my new goal, is to stand in front of the Chiikawa Mogumogu Honpo in Kawagoe and wait in front of the shop when it opens, go in, buy the dorayaki, buy all the new things I want, collect the new fans, and I also want to be in yukata. I really want to be in yukata. And I want to enjoy myself, and I want to snack on everything, and I want to fan myself, and I want to just, like, that's my new goal. I think it's beautiful. I think it'd be so fun. And also, I want to eat everything sweet potato because you're learning a lot about my personality right now. I'm super stubborn. And I don't like admitting that I have foods I don't like. And sweet potato is the only thing I don't like eating. I don't know why. I do know why. I don't like how it tastes. And so I want to go and I want to make myself like it, enjoy it. I love a good theme. That's the problem. That's the thing. I love a good theme. That's my new dream. I'm excited about that. Especially the fan and the dorayaki and the yukata and the shopping and the chiikawa. Anyway, yeah, I hope y'all enjoy my haul and I'll see you when I see ya. So to start things off, this is everything that I bought on my first visit to the Chiikawa Mogumogu Honpo in Kawagoe. The first thing that I bought was actually just sticky notes. It has chiikawa on the cover saying hagu, which I think means to peel. On the side, it says pata pata memo, and on the back, it has usagi, hachiware, momonga, and kurimanju with their own sweet potato snacks and also their own like onomatopoeia as they snack. When you open the sticky notes, on the inside, it has all the babies again. It has chiikawa, hachiware, usagi, and then also this time it has shisa, furuhonya or kani, and hirako, and they all have their own sweet potato snacks. And then inside of that, we have 4 different designs. Again, I absolutely love like the yellows and oranges and magentas and purples and everything used. I think it's such a beautiful way to celebrate Kawagoe's famous sweet potatoes. Even though I don't like them, I can appreciate an amazing theme, and I think this is beautifully done. I love everything. I especially love this chiikawa, hachiware, and usagi one. I love the horizontal design and also like the wavy lines. I think this one's really cute. I love them all. I'm really happy. Yatta. In addition to that, I also picked up a clear file, which is a classic Japanese souvenir. I chose this design because once again, it has all the characters eating sweet potato snacks, which, again, Kawagoe is famous for. I also picked up a keychain with usagi eating sweet potato ice cream. So this keychain actually has chiikawa, hachiware, and usagi, but I picked usagi. Chiikawa as a brand has this like local keychain collection that I actually love collecting. You can find these keychains all around Japan, and they always have chiikawa, hachiware, and usagi eating something or doing whatever that place is famous for. So I absolutely love collecting these. Kawagoe and like Saitama actually have their own keychains, but these are specific to the chiikawa mogumogu honpo in Kawagoe. And I love these because the clasp is different and it's in silver. I absolutely love silver. The original ones are gold and they have a ring clasp, but I honestly think these ones are so much better and I love them and I want to definitely collect more of them. So yeah. The next thing that I absolutely knew I wanted to take home was this mug. And I don't typically find things in like yellow and orange that I absolutely love, but this is definitely one of those things that I do. I chose this mug specifically because it has chiikawa, hachiwara, and usagi running around in their sweet potato hats. Again, I don't know if you can tell, but I love a good theme. And I think this theme is fantastic. Usagi, once again, has the sweet potato gelato. It's the same design as the keychain. So Hachiwara has the sweet potato chips, and Chiikawa has the sweet potato fries. I love the warm tone blue they use for Hachiwara, and honestly, I can like imagine myself using this mug, just like enjoying myself. Not with sweet potato, but with a sweet potato themed mug. Definitely. And speaking of kitchen things, it wouldn't be a haul of mine if I didn't include a snack. And so for my snack, I got this one. I got these castella manju as like a consolation snack because the dorayaki had sold out. And honestly, I was pleasantly surprised with these. The box is really nice and it has the three besties on the cover again with their sweet potato hats and their sweet potato snacks. I am a little sad that this box isn't a tin because I love the design and the colors again and I would have loved to collect it, but it is nice at the same time that it isn't a tin so I don't feel the need to like collect it, you know? But for the castella manju themselves, Chiikawa has a chocolate filling and Hachiwara has the sweet potato filling, which honestly, I'm surprised it isn't the opposite way. The manju is soft and fluffy and the filling is like thick and creamy. I absolutely love them. I was a little hesitant about the sweet potato, obviously, but I think both flavors taste really nice. The box does typically have 8 castella manju inside, but I immediately snacked on some and I also gave some to friends, which is why I only have half of the amount. I also picked up a couple things that are not exclusive to the chiikawa mogumogu honpo in Kawagoe. The first thing that I bought was this chiikawa honobono papporu wash towel that has chiikawa and hachiwara as whipped cream. The second thing that I bought was not from the honpo, and it also isn't chiikawa, but it's this omamori from the Hikawa Jinja in Kawagoe, which is actually one of my favorite places to visit. I love the periwinkle that this pouch has, and I love that the bubbles look like sakura. Again, I bought this in April, so I thought it was like a nice transition between spring and summer so that I can enjoy the pouch for a long time and accept love for a long time. Anyway, going back to the chiikawa mogumogu honpo in Kawagoe, I want to talk about the item that convinced me to visit in the first place. This is honestly why I'm obsessed with chiikawa and all of the events that I enjoy visiting today. And it's because of this absolutely adorable usagi plush that is just looking like the most adorable sweet potato, I have to admit. I love that Usagi-chan has floppy ears and this adorable outfit. I absolutely love the hat, honestly.
That's so cute. Anyway.
And one of my favorite things about this plush is actually the detailing. I absolutely love that they use dark purple for the eyebrows, the eyes, the mouth, the cheeks, the blush. I think it's absolutely adorable. It's such a nice touch. Again, the color palette is absolutely amazing. I think it's so nice. It's such a smart detail and it matches the color palette and like the theme so nicely. I'm honestly obsessed. The tag is also adorable. It has Usagi munching on sweet potato again. Originally, I thought this would be an ironic purchase. Like I know, like everyone, especially all my friends know that I don't like sweet potato at this point. But I ended up having so much fun visiting the chiikawa mogumogu honpo in Kawagoe that I decided to continue attending chiikawa events. And now it's like a daily hobby of mine. Like I'm constantly collecting and attending these things. So honestly, this Usagi-chan is responsible for my entire obsession. Like it's insane. It's crazy. And I honestly got played by sweet potato itself. So yes, I'm obsessed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna visit again anyway. Anyway, at the end of your visit, you'll be asked if you want to do gacha, which it's basically encouraging, like they basically are encouraging you to spend more money, honestly, and I definitely did. The gachapon have pin badges inside, and it has the same character snacking, but this time it's actually just like snacks you can find around kawagoe and not specifically like sweet potato ones, which I think is awesome. My first pin badge, I actually got chiikawa, which I was so happy about. And it says, wait a minute, ちょっと待って. It says perokyan, which I think is a lollipop. But I also eventually got momonga, which says ame, and that just means sugar. The pin badges themselves have a really nice feeling to them. And honestly, I do want to collect them all, but I don't know how to display them. I'd love to display them like on my bags or maybe even like a hat or something. But like, I'm afraid I'm going to change my mind and then like I damage my things. So I don't know. And yeah, that brings me to my final thing. I got this chiikawa mogumogu honpo in kawagoe acrylic stand that came as a gift if you spent like a specific amount of money on the opening date. But they sold out before my visit. And I actually decided for myself to like only buy things from chiikawa events if I've actually experienced the event myself. And yeah, I decided to buy it anyway because like I thought it was adorable. The acrylic stand has chiikawa, hachiware, and usagi with the same snacks and outfits again. And it also has like the famous bell tower in the background. And I did actually spend the 8,000 yen you needed to actually receive the acrylic stand. The only thing is that it was sold out before I could actually grab one for myself. So that's why I think technically it still counts. But yeah, it is, I did, bend my rule a bit. So yeah. Anyway, that's everything I bought at the Chiikawa Mogumogu Honpo in Kawagoe. I honestly can't wait to visit again. And as I mentioned in the beginning, I definitely plan on visiting soon and enjoy all of the sweet potato things at a distance. But yeah, that concludes my haul. I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll see you when I see ya.